Hello YouTube, this is Attorney Colin Wynn reaching out to you to talk about a very exciting topic, deals with probate. I know a lot of people don't really know what it means, so I kind of want to touch base with it. I want to talk about generalities of probate. Probate is very state specific. So each state has their own procedures and process and laws in regards to how probate is done. So let's start off with what is probate? Probate is a legal process that has to be undergone in most situations, in most states, whenever a person passes away, otherwise known as the decedent. The decedent's estate, if there is some kind of assets such as real estate or stuff that has not been designated in a certain way, such as 401k, usually you can designate a beneficiary, so that just kind of goes directly to the beneficiary. However, let's say you have real estate or cars or various assets like that, oftentimes you have to go through probate to determine, and in some situation to verify where these assets should go. So with probate, the first question comes down to, was there a will or not? If there's a will, it expedites the process and it makes things a lot easier and faster, more affordable for everyone involved. Whenever you don't have a will, there are a lot of questions that must be asked. The term is intestate, which means I died without a will. And the state's intestacy laws would govern and dictate. And whenever there's a will, typically you would get an executor that's designated on that will. And that executor is going to follow whatever the will says and allocate and disperse these assets to the parties that the will has stated. However, when there is no will, we would have to go with an administrator, which is designated by the court. The court appoints this individual, and it's a longer process to do. It takes more time, and after an administrator is designated, that administrator looks through all the assets that they could find under the person's name and tries to identify all of the possible heirs, and they have to notify them. So these things just makes things more convoluted, the process itself, which is why a lot of people try to avoid probate as much as possible. Realistically, the rule of thumb is try to avoid probate or limit the amount of issues in probate to be determined. If you have a will in some states, probate would be you show up to court. Actually, sometimes you don't have to show up to court. You would just file the will with the court saying this was what this person wanted, and the court would verify that it's signed and notarized and everything and followed all the guidelines of the state-specific requirements for a will. And then sometimes that's it. They just disperse it and send out letters saying that it's dispersed a certain way as you requested by the will. However, some states are a little more different, but things are way more convoluted whenever there is no will, and there are questions to be asked. They have to verify things, and it's expensive. It's time needed. Court fees, attorney fees, filing fees, and the worst part really is it can take up to a year, maybe longer, and that's assuming there aren't any arguments about who is entitled to certain assets. Hello YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this content that we provide today, and if so, please slam the like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you get notification of future content. And also don't forget to leave a comment or suggestion below in regards to this video or any other videos that you think you would like us to do, and we will be back with future videos. Thank you very much.